Join us, Millie, Jonty and our kids as we find the extraordinary wonder in our ordinary lives. Welcome to Wonderlust.
We have decided that we're going to find out what is in our neighbourhood, and what starts just round the corner to where we live is a heritage trail for the Hougang area.
It is, yeah. It's telling you lots of different Hokkien and Teochew places, which we're really excited to find about, because some of Jonty's heritage is in that as well. So we're looking forward to finding a bit more. There's food stops along the way, places of interest, places of worship. So we're going to head to the first one, which is one that we walk past every single day, but we've never actually stopped and read a little bit more information about it.
Built in 1952, this impressive blue and cream temple was modelled after the mission's main temple in West Bengal, India.
There's a fairly steep hill just here which we're walking up, and one time I took Aspen for a run and we came up here and we slowed down very quickly, didn't we? I think we might have even slowed down to a walk in the end.
So we've just done like a loop around the back of the Ramakrishna mission. It was built for a boys' school originally, and then after that, in World War II, they built a temporary accommodation. During the war, they had 77 orphaned and misplaced boys here. Today it's kindergarten, they've got clinics in there, they do counselling as well, they do like yoga sessions and things like that. So it's still very much active and a big part of this community around here, which is really great.
I love these sound barriers here in Singapore. There's work being done in this house and they've basically coated it in this thick plastic curtain, which means that the sound that's happening inside isn't going to be disturbing all the neighbours around the outside, and I just think it's like super considerate, really nice.
So this is a route that we know really well. We often come and get food down here. There's a couple of nice little eateries. I also come over here to Kensington Square to get my nails done. I often get lots of comments about them. So this is where I go. There's not a lot of other shops in there. There's a few other little places, not a lot. So we're going to head on and carry on and find our second place, which I believe is one of the first temples on our route.
This is an unofficial stop on this tour, but this is the Ant Museum, and we love the Ant Museum. We came here not too long ago with my dad, and Aspen had the chance to hold one of the world's biggest and most heaviest ants, and she said it didn't really feel like anything. It was still super light. And we also managed to find some fiery ants that were devouring some sort of other maggoty bug, which was kind of weird, but amazing. You guys should definitely check it out. It's a really, really bizarre little museum, but lots of live ants for you to check out.
What's it there?
A flower, and it has a baby one.
This temple actually houses two different types. There's a Taoist temple and a Buddhist temple, and it is said that before these two temples were merged together in the building that they're now housed in, there were actually two separate attap buildings before this building was commissioned, and it took 14 years to build. We're going to go and have a little look inside and hopefully show you around too.
This temple is one of 5 Thai temples in Singapore to be officially recognised by the Thai king as an authentic Thai Buddhist temple. We made friends with one of the resident cats at the temple before heading upstairs to see the intricate gold engravings which were hand carved by the resident head monk for over a decade.
I like these little walkways through bushes. So much of local Singapore has these covered walkways, which is really nice because it means that when it's raining you're dry, when it's sunny you're in the shadows, which is also good, but also got to try and enjoy the sunshine too, eh? We're here at Paya Lebar Methodist Church where they have Baba Peranakan services. They've been running them for many, many years and they still hold them now, which is pretty cool. I don't understand Baba Malay, but I am a Peranakan, so it's pretty cool to hear that that is happening here. The other side of my heritage is actually Teochew. My mum is Teochew, and just over there is a Teochew porridge place, which is where we're going to go and have a bit of lunch. Oh no, it's closed. We're going to have to find something else to eat, but we will be back. Let's go find out why it's closed.
So we won't be back.
5 days ago, the place shut for good. It's so sad. Closure notice, but what we'll do is probably eat next door at the Alam Noodle House, which looks pretty cool. This has been such a delicious lunch, and we can't believe that this is in our neighbourhood. It's so close, like we walked here. And we've never discovered it before, despite living in the same neighbourhood for 2 years now. Wow, it was delicious. We had some Teochew dumplings as well, which I've never really had before, or maybe I had, but I'm not really sure, but they were very delicious. Aspen had like a salt-baked chicken, which was delicious as well. Milo chicken cutlet. And it's so reasonable too. The four of us ate for $32, which works out at $8 each. Madness, and that's including drinks. So we're very, very grateful. What a delicious lunch. It's a bit of a shame that next door's closed. The Teochew porridge place had been open since 1955. I'm not really sure why it's closed. We're guessing maybe COVID has forced it to close. But here, Lamb's Noodle House has been open since 1975, and you can see why. It's absolutely delicious. Millie just spotted a watchmaker and it just looked beautiful, so we thought we'd come over and have a look. Yeah.
This beautiful temple behind me is known as something. This temple behind me is the oldest in Singapore, known to be dedicated to the 9 emperor gods, and it is just beautiful.
Suddenly really bright, but like so bright I can hardly keep my eyes open, which is a bit funny really.
Looking around all these different temples, I realised there's so much more about the culture and the religion that I don't really know about, and I would love to find out more. Like inside this particular one, there's lots of little statues and like little boxes, and it looks like potential different family names underneath. I'm not too sure. If you know what they're for, please do let us know. But there was 2 walls lined with these beautiful little statues, and then there's another section that has slightly larger statues, and they've all got dates underneath, dates that are past, present and future as well. So again, I would love to know a little bit more about this. Really enjoying this walking tour. We're doing it at our own pace, so we can kind of pop in and out, spend as much time as we like to just find a little bit more about it. And everybody that we've met in the temples, you know, we're being respectful, and everyone's just kind of greeted us really warmly as we kind of look around. So that's, yeah, it's been really, really good so far. We're going to carry on to the next place, heading more into Kovan. This mosque was built in 1921, and it is the oldest mosque in Hougang. It's gone over several renovations over the years to expand it as more and more people use the mosque for prayer. It does outreach community work as well, which is great. I absolutely love the colour of this building. I've been past it before, but never really stopped to have a look at it. The other thing I love is that we've just come from a Buddhist temple, we've passed another Christian church, I can see a sign for a Catholic church, and then you've got this mosque, all in a short stretch of space, giving everybody in the community their own place of worship and belonging. I think it's just great. There's loads of information about heritage trails online, and most of the places have these big plaques so that you can read a little bit more information as you go. They've got a map as well, so as you go along you can check that you're not missing anything and you're going the right direction. This church has roots going back to the 30s, when a group of Anglican Christians used to meet in a home not so far from here, and then as the community grew and grew, they purchased a piece of land and then they built this church so that more people could meet. They do lots of outreach things as well in the community. Originally there was lots of British military that were at the church that were stationed over here in Singapore. So this is another place to worship along the Hougang tour, and we're carrying on now to Kovan MRT. We've just got to the Confectioners. It's a bakery that has been running for 70 years and it's family run, which is, I think, amazing that all of these recipes are being passed down and preserved. They are famous for Hokkien and Teochew pastries, so we're going to go and have a look and try some.
The owner at Neighbourhood Confectionary was super friendly, sharing with us what was inside each of these different wonderful snacks. We bought as many as possible to try a bit later.
So we're going to take our snacks to a hawker centre, get some drinks, some other lunch, but we can't wait. Aspen's already hungry, so we're going to try this. We think it's like a little pineapple tart. Looks like it's got some either sugar or salt on the outside. I was expecting it to be really sweet, but it's not. You could easily eat 4 or 5 of these.
12.
12.
I love these little walkways. They have these little shops that have everything for you. You've got restaurants, grocers, we've got places that's like hair cutting places, all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. And it's all super accessible to the residents who all live here. It's one of the things I absolutely love about the local neighbourhoods here in Singapore. And the smells, I just love it. It's wonderful.
HDB apartment block with the beautiful rainbow on it was one of the first from the Housing Development Board. That's what the HDB bit is. So this particular building has got lots of curves on it, and if you go to a different area you'll see other HDBs will have more points. They'll have different shaped kind of walkways for people, so they wanted to give each community a very different feel so that they can have like a sense of belonging to their own community. There's also badminton courts out front. There's a big open area as well, I guess, for other kind of recreation sport, and just creating spaces for communities to spend time with each other.
I find it amazing how many neighbourhood places stay open 24 hours. But I guess like different people work at different times, and so it's good for everybody to be catered for. So if you're shift working and you need to have a super early breakfast or a super late dinner, then you can still do that too. I can't believe the price of durians at the moment. There's been a bumper harvest and they're practically giving them away. I was like $5 for a durian, so if you're into durian, come here. Hougang is the way to go.
They're very spiky.
We found a lovely food court here, not too far away from the MRT station.
Separated with a bit of rice paper, which you may or may not eat. I'm not sure.
I think we should not eat the bottom.
It's pretty stuck. I think it is just paper.
Yeah, it's just paper.
It's just paper. You don't eat the paper. It's quite chewy. I was expecting it to be like a biscuit. As you can see, you can kind of ripped instead of snaps.
So I'm just going to try the sesame seed snack that the uncle at the shop recommended. It's a Teochew snack. I don't know the name of it. First of all, it is way softer than I expected it to be. When I held it earlier, I thought it was a solid snack, but it's covered in sesame seeds and it's filled with like a really soft flour. It looks like candy floss, yeah. It crumbles, but it's delicious. I like this.
Okay, that's enough.
Say what it is. What is it?
It's a tiny peanut bread thing. Sesame peanut snack. It's sugary, filled with sesame, healthy and other healthy stuff. It tastes like mostly peanuts, less sesame though.
How healthy is that snack?
What, the one that he just had?
Yeah, the one he said was healthy.
Cakes in sugar. Well, we have absolutely loved finding out what's in our neighbourhood, going for a walk and exploring all the way from our home, and we're finishing up here at Hougang MRT station.
Yeah, lots of food along the way, stuff we haven't tried before, a couple of places that we'd like to go back to.
I think it'd be
take some
awesome.
friends too.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome for you guys to get out into your neighbourhood. If you could tag us on our Instagram at wonderlust vlog. Let us know what's in your neighbourhood, what you found that's different, what you found that might be new or that you haven't experienced before.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It's just great to find out more about where you are, and it's so easy to take it for granted. And just to be able to take time and find out what is there is pretty special.
Yeah, so we encourage you just to get out and about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.